Seemed like you guys were fighting it at the start. I know there was good energy in the third period, but was it too big of a hole there in the third?
Yeah, a little bit. But again, anything could happen. But it was, yeah, like I said, it was 3 goals against a good team like that. You can't have that. Yeah, we have more shots, but I thought the details were missing today, and that's why it cost us the game.
It seemed like the puck was bouncing a ton. How tough is that to, as a player, try to settle it down, try to get going? It seemed like every time that maybe guy had a look, it was bouncing on him.
Yeah, I mean, by the end of the day, it always goes both ways, and again, we've been addressing that for a long time. It's our passing, and that's not good either. Starts with our breakouts, our D, forwards, you name it. Um, it kind of stops you right away. And yeah, if you're gonna have some unlucky, or bounces either way, but the other team too. So, that's an area we have to improve. I think in general, those young kids, they don't know the importance how big a deal it is having a good pass, because otherwise it will stop you from going offensively, right? And I always thought, since I'm here with the rain, or in general within the minors, that's for me, it's the biggest difference. NHL and AHL, it's the passing.
Felt like Chromiak, he had some shifts where he was doing a really good job moving his feet. What did you think of his game tonight?
Yeah, no, Gromi had some good moments, and but then he kind of screwed up on that breakout there. Unfortunately, cost us that goal against. But overall, yeah, no, he had some good moments. He's been around the net a lot. He just some reason he doesn't find the back of the net, and that's something he has to get better at too. And again. The whole line, I thought they were just okay today. I think yesterday's game took a lot out of them, and you could tell today.
It seemed like the belief was there though in the third period, and obviously a lot of these games you guys have been coming from behind. I'm sure that was nice to see that everyone was pulling the same rope, and there was good belief there in the third.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, we came back, but um, I think they scored every time at the right time. I feel like in the first period, second period, and we were on it, and then they scored at the end of the second, right away in the third. So I felt like they scored exactly, the way they wanted to score, and we couldn't find back, and yeah, unfortunate today, but again, we got to get some rest and regroup and get ready for Henderson.
Power play has struggled throughout most of the year, especially particularly on zone entries with the first unit. What's the reasoning behind the struggles this year?
Yeah, I mean, again, we got some new faces. I think overall we got spoiled in the past having Tynan. You can say whatever you want, but he's a guy who carried the puck in all the time, and with his speed and skill, it made it really easy for the rest of us. And now it's different, right? We don't have him, so now it's more like a unit effort out there, and that's where we definitely have to get better.
Have you ever thought about making like any personnel adjustments at all?
No, it's if you look at the guys, if you get me a Tynan, I can put it in for a breakout, right? But I'm happy with my guys. I mean, again, we gotta be better at our timing. Got to be better. Our decision making got to be better. There's way too many turnovers crossing that blue line, um, and again, but overall, I believe in my guys. We all believe in our power play, and it's going to be down the stretch. It's going to be uh, yeah, a big part of our game.
One of those guys on the power play, Charles Hudon, comes back from the Spangler Cup. What was it like getting him back in the lineup today?
All these guys, Andre Lee, Hoods, they're a big part of this team, and we missed them, and not just on the ice, off the ice. Sorry, and yeah, always have to have those kind of veteran present in the room. I think it's always huge.
Mentioned Andre Lee there. He stood up for Sudnika pretty quickly. I mean, he's only played 5 games for this team, but he obviously feels like he's a big part of this group. He's been around. He's been here for a long time. What's it like to see him kind of do that, and even though he hasn't been here that often?
Yeah, no, he fits right in, and I think that's how he feels too. It's those guys in there, they're behind him. It doesn't matter if in this locker room or in the other. We're all cheering for him, and when he's here, he's one of us. And again, but that shows the character and the player he is. He fits right in, and again, it's not easy for him too to play a few minutes with the Kings, and then here he has a bigger role, so he definitely needs to adjust that. But it's definitely nice to have him.